Well, look, this is what the mindset is. Part of it is you don't want Trae Young you don't want Derrick Rose having to play 38 minutes a night. So if you can take 6 minutes off the start, that means the max he could play is 42. So you take 5-6 minutes, you allow someone to start the game, then you bring him in. So it's more of like a minute. And even Derrick Rose said it in his thing. He's like, dude, I practice for 2 hours every day. Why can't I play, 35 minutes of basketball? And so, no, a lot of it is just to preserve him. They know that Derrick Rose is better than Peyton. They know that he's better than the guards that they have on the lineup, but they also know that Derrick Rose can't play 40 minutes every single night. So you start him, but he started the second half. And he came out and balled. But no, I still think the Knicks are going to win this series, but they're going to have to play a lot better. 1-1 going down to Atlanta. Atlanta historically is not the toughest of places to play. It's tough, but like if you were to rank them as far as like hardest places to play in the league, they're probably somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Well, I do want to point out, someone in Featured Chavs a few comments ago, but it stuck in my head. Someone said, I know it was a joke, they said, hot take, D Rose is better than Trae. And yes, that is a joke, but back in the day, I don't know how young anyone is watching this show, that was absolute facts. D Rose was MVP. And like you said, Daddy Rich, Tibbs knows what D Rose he has now, and he's not going to play him 40. And so, I think we have more big D Rose games coming up in this series.
Yeah. And what's cool about two things that people don't know about the postseason. One, when you're playing national televised games, the timeouts are like another minute. Now that might sound like, oh, what's another minute? But when you're playing as hard as you can for 5-6 minute stretch, having a 2.5 minute break versus a 90-second break is huge. So like and they're not practicing. So like you don't practice as much during the postseason. It's just basically walkthrough. So I do think Derrick Rose can have more games like this because you're not having to do crazy travel. There is no practice. And those timeouts, nationally televised timeouts you could play all day with those timeouts.
Los, what's your chat saying? Where are they leaning towards, Hawks or Knicks?
I think everyone's on the Knicks. I think everyone's pretty much on the Knicks side. And I was gonna say to that Trae Young, D Rose comment. Listen, bro, you guys. I don't know how old a lot of you are, but D Rose is an MVP. He's the youngest MVP. That's something. Listen, I don't know how good Trae Young will become. He's never gonna be MVP, bro. He's never gonna be a D Rose MVP. He's not.
Talk that. Okay.
He's not. So like, I'm not. It's not that crazy when people are like, oh, D Rose better than. Yeah, he's better all time, but yeah, not right now. But
man, I don't know. This Trae series. This kind of reminded me again about like Steph versus the Spurs. Like this could be the coming out series for Trae Young.
Don't call the freaking Knicks the Spurs. I get what you're saying about the coming out party. Like this is Trae's like entrance into the postseason, but like, calm down. All right, CJ. No, man, look, Trae's gonna be fine, but look, Derrick Rose, he's only got to win 3 more games. And when we say Derrick Rose, we mean the Knicks. And Julius Randle's going to play better. Guys on the Knicks are going to play better. But look, he doesn't have to be, Derrick Rose. He doesn't have to be that. He doesn't need to be like 08 Derrick Rose. He just needs to just have a couple more good games and hopefully Randle carries them through and then we're fine.
Daddy Rich, someone just said, I miss Richard on the Cavs. Those teams were so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And that's all we ask you about. So
that's fine. That's fine. I miss the Cavs. Like I was with Channing and Kevin this weekend. We pretty much all are still in a text chain making fun of Bron for flopping. What? That's what Los loves.
Do we have this topic coming up? Because
we do.
Talk about this.
No, wait. Let everyone stay tuned. We have other topics to get through. This is how we're going to make people stay. We are going to talk about the theatrics of LeBron James.
Who doesn't love theatrics? Who doesn't love some theatrics? But let's see. What are you clowns talking about?
Listen, all right. I just in my ear, the producers who are just throwing shit at us, which I love about this show. We're talking about it. So LeBron and his theatrics.
Let's just say
we got one of his friends here.
Yeah, well, let's just say, look, it's okay to be like everybody has theatrics. Everybody flops. Everybody goes to the park. Like we have footage of Los playing pickup basketball, calling fouls that weren't fouls, especially when it gets to game point.
Not true, Chad. That's not true.
That is true. Like I was like, Los, just like send us some footage of you playing ball. Like before I sign on to do this show, right? Like if you're gonna be my co-host, I need to know that you can at least make a free throw, right? And so he can make a free throw, but like some of his stuff like was, you know, is a little Adam Sandler-ish. You'll understand that reference later, right? But no, man, look, I get it. Bron is trying to like embellish some stuff, but he does get fouled. He's not quite the Shaq, but people do get away with murdering him. And every once in a while, he'll embellish to see if he can get some free throws. I ain't got a problem with it. Everybody does.
But my thing is this. I understand someone calling him out for flopping. That's fine. Like, but I don't think it's a flop when you get stabbed in the eye socket and then Chris Paul basically rips your arm out of your socket. I don't think those are flops. Like, I don't agree with like those being flops.
Okay, well, I hear you both. Listen, Los, but there's a stat graphic that's going around. Let's pull up the Instagram because I agree with you. Look at this. All right, bro. So time spent on the ground after injury.
Who put this? Okay.
Who put this
NFL
up?
memes.
You're like, who put, like you're gonna go get him, Los? Like, who put this up?
No, because
who
this
put
is
this
so
out
misleading. There? This is a misleading graphic.
Yeah. 80 seconds compared to 78 and 36 for his eye getting poked over an ACL over a baseball in the face.
We didn't even put child labor up there. There are people that have gone through labor. There's babies that have been born faster than Bron got up off the, you know, especially if it's like the second kid. It's like 2-3 pushes and the baby's out, you know.
Listen, this is just, and then the other thing about after Chris Paul almost ripped his limb off, that he like had to, there was like a fight going on. Did you see the clip? There was a fight going on, and then he like walked over to where the fight was. Like people were like have conspiracy theories, like, oh, he just wanted the attention on him. It's like, dude, what are you talking? Like, it's so like it's LeBron hate, bro.
Daddy,
that's literally LeBron hate.
When you are, I can't believe I'm so comfortable saying this, by the way. Los, now I'm feeling what you're saying.
Your level of comfortability calling me daddy is kind of
daddy, at the Daddy Rich.
Yeah,
you were on his team. You say that he does this. Do you have an example or a story where this legitimately has one
We
game?
all do this. Did you guys not see the Jimmy Butler meme from like, I think it was probably like 2 weeks ago where he's laying on the ground. He's like looking up. Like we all do it. Like I've acted like I was like literally had to have my leg amputated and then went and shot the free throws and dunked the next play. It's part of the, you know, flopping. It happens in football. Does flopping happen in baseball? Are they allowed? I don't know if there's flopping in baseball.
Wait. So let me ask you something, Richard. Let me ask you something then.
Save your questions to the end. Save your questions to the end. What were you saying, CJ?
No, I want to hear Lo's question.
Dude. Hold on a second. Wait, what was okay. This is what I was thinking, because we're talking about flopping. It reminded me of a play, 2016, Game 7 of the finals. Last few seconds of the game, Kyrie drives, throws it to LeBron. He goes up for a dunk. He gets fouled, but he's like, he's squirming on the ground, holding his wrist. What happened? Because I saw you ran over to him first.
Well, I ran over to him and I was like, hey, are you just flopping or are you really injured right now? Are you just trying to get a flagrant right now? Because if so, like, you're kind of scaring me because we need one more free throw. We're only up by 3 and I'm not sure if you know who we're playing, but